In my last video, I gave 5 reasons why professionals get stuck when it comes to creating videos, even though you know your stuff inside out. And I shared 5 counterpoints so you can finally get started and create with confidence. Now, let's get you started with a 5-step action plan and talk about what you can actually do to break through all of the challenges that keep you from creating. Let's start with step 1. So the first point we spoke about last time was being overwhelmed by too many options. To overcome that, you have to start with one platform, one format, and one topic. So you have to choose your main platform carefully and don't spread yourself thin. Pick one platform based on where you know your audience is. And if you're not sure where your audience is, that's okay. All you need to do is go back and find out more about your audience. And for that, you might need to interview some past customers. But if you're just starting out and you don't have customers as yet, one thing you can do is look at the social media platforms of similar businesses or your competitors to see where they are getting traction. And this can be a good entry point for discovering where you might want to distribute your content. And if all else fails, you can just find out the type of user a platform generally has in order to determine if your content belongs there or not. For example, if you serve other businesses or professionals, you might want to focus on LinkedIn. If you want organic discovery with long-form video, you might want to focus on YouTube. If you're building a personal brand or you're targeting a retail-focused younger demographic, you may want to start on a platform like Instagram or TikTok. And a pro tip is that you may want to check out the Meltwater social media report for your country. And this will give you useful data about the popular social media platforms in your particular country. And it's especially useful if you are in a very small market like I am in the Caribbean. For your video format, you can start off with short form 1 to 3 minute insight videos where you answer one common question that your exact customer is asking, or you can share a tip that they can implement immediately and get a quick win. Remember, at this point, you're not building a media company, you're building visibility. So let's move on to step 2. Start with your audience's most common problems. Your first batch of content should answer what are the 5 to 10 questions I get asked all the time. What confuses my clients most? What mistakes do my exact customers make again and again? An example of that could be if you are a financial consultant and your clients might be asking you over and over again, what is the best way to invest my money? And you may have been telling them that for normal people, the best thing that you can do to invest your money wisely is in a mutual fund. But you don't just want to say in your content, invest in a mutual fund. You might say something like, here are 3 things you need to check before investing in your first mutual fund. And that approach will address the frequently asked question and also be much more engaging. So just to recap, you have to ask, what are the 5 to 10 questions I get asked all the time? What confuses my clients most? And what mistakes does my exact customer make again and again? That's your first 5 to 10 video topics. Step 3, adopt a version 1 mindset. And that's when you understand, even though you are putting this content out, you're going to iterate and improve it over time. Don't worry so much about quality. Don't aim for perfection. Your goal for the first 10 to 20 videos is to simply get comfortable and get it done. Improvement happens through doing, not through waiting until you feel ready, because the truth is, and it's highly likely, that you will never feel ready. I call this doing, putting your hands in the thing and massaging it. You are taking action so that you learn and improve as you go along. And on a practical level, treat your first 10 videos like practice reps. Publish them, but don't stress over perfection. Your audience will grow with you. Step 4, simplify your production and batch record. So you will have to set up your phone or your webcam, and you can even hold your phone in your hand if you don't have a tripod. Get one simple light source. A window is fine if you are just starting out. And if you do have some money to invest, I would suggest getting an 18-inch ring light or a similar LED light no smaller than 18 inches, because the bigger the light is usually the better the light. And you can use the mic on your phone if you are close to your phone while you're recording. But in the best case scenario, you should invest in an external wireless mic. Even a cheap $30 lavalier mic makes a huge difference. And if you have some more money to invest, you can go with a higher quality mic such as a Hollyland M2 or M2S like this one. Okay, for your batch recording, you need to block 90 minutes once a month. Your goal is to record 4 to 6 videos in one sitting. And you should choose 6 questions from the 5 to 10 questions you came up with in step 2. And then what you do is you create an outline answering those questions with 3 to 5 points. For a simple hook, you can start off your video by stating the question. And then of course you answer it on camera. And when your videos are done, you schedule them out once to twice weekly. Doing it this way takes the pressure off having to create content all the time. Step 5, focus on consistency, not complexity. One video per week for 6 months will take you farther than sprinting for 30 days and then burning out. The issue is not how much you can do or how fast you can do it, but to build your content muscle like you would build any other skill. The best creators in the world aren't the ones who started out perfectly. They're the ones who stayed consistent, even when it didn't seem to be going anywhere. My old boss, who founded a successful $1 million tech company, used to say to us all the time, suddenly takes a long time. So if you want results from your content, it requires that you build the systems and stick to it. But if you do all this and you're still struggling, you should move on to step 6. Get help from a coach or a proven system. This part can save you months of spinning your wheels. And if you work with a coach like me, you'll get on-camera coaching to help you look your best and sound your best on camera. You'll get simple scripting frameworks so you can always know what to say, basic gear recommendations that fit your budget, and a repeatable workflow so your content creation becomes part of your rhythm. The goal isn't more information, it's more implementation. Okay, so here's what I want you to take away from all this. You don't need to master video to benefit from video. You simply need to start with a system that works for your life and your business. And yes, you can absolutely learn these skills. If you want to get weekly help, you should subscribe to my free newsletter, Useful Creator. I made it for professionals who actually want to take action and create content. The link for that is in my profile. I'll help you change your mindset, sharpen your strategy, and improve your content creation skills through practical training so you can make useful content.